Hello, everybody, and welcome to 48-hour art check round 86, I believe. As you can see from the title, the title is "The Power is Out." Emily's powers completely out, so she looks moody over there in that corner.
She's also moody.
She's also not excited about this situation.
No.
And Kiley's back.
Hi.
We're excited. So yeah, let's just kick things off. Emily, what have you gotten done since the last art check?
Not much. Sorry. I'm in this like funk I'm trying to get out of.
I was laughing about the way that you said it. You just went, not much.
No, that's
so
how I'm
sad.
feeling. Of like, I just haven't accomplished much. So, let me share my screen, and you can see this was the thing that I was working on before, and didn't share. It's like a lady on a throne. That's kind of where I've gotten with this, and that's kind of it.
That's so cool.
That's awesome.
Thanks. Yeah, I wanted to draw something kind of, I don't know, girl power. Yeah. Really not much else has happened. I could have drawn today, but we'll talk about that, I guess. So yeah, that's really all I've done.
It's okay. We all need breaks.
Yeah.
Kiley, what have you gotten done since last time you've been on here?
Yeah.
Just in general, what's happening?
So much is going on, but I have gotten. It's been a little bit since I've been on, and I've been just working on tons of Christmas orders, and so I've gotten quite a lot done. The most orders I've ever gotten, which still isn't nearly as much as a lot of people get, but it's a huge win because I've been doing like custom orders during the holiday time for like 4 or 5 years now, and this is the first time I feel like I've gotten like any orders, so it's really good.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, and so I've been working on custom orders a lot. Most of them have been a lot of like portraits and then a few temples here and there. And I got my new camera. I went and ran and grabbed it, but this is my new camera that I'm like super excited about. It's the EOS R. And so it's a Canon mirrorless camera. And I talked last time, I think I just ordered it. Yeah, but it came, and I have not gotten to use it as much as I want to because I hate the cold. And so I don't want to go outside, but I prefer shooting outside. And so there's kind of that going on. But I did actually do a self-portrait shoot a few days ago with some lighting, the lighting that Emily borrowed at one point, in my back room with my plants. And none of them turned out super great because I am not used to like having to redo settings. Like I've been shooting on the same camera for years, you know? And so I didn't realize it was in aperture priority mode, and so it was doing auto ISO. So the ISO, I always shoot in 100 ISO if I can, and it was like super cranked, and so they aren't super good quality, but I kind of tried to do some very like different. I just like wore a tank top with like these trees and stuff. I like the plants in my room. It's like really hard to see because it's like on my phone. So for some of them, they're kind of like the more natural, like, oh my gosh, it's like impossible to see. You guys can see
No, I can see my face.
And then I also just did some that I could post on my Instagram that are just like in clothes, like normal clothes, instead of like costume or whatever. And it's not a lot, and I'm not super proud of how they turned out, but I'm really proud of myself for actually doing something. So
yes, that's
pretty much all I've done. It's just been like working on custom orders, not doing anything for myself until I got the camera, and I tried it out like once, and that's all. But
okay. You guys are like, I mean, Kiley's over here cruising with orders and stuff.
Yeah,
I also haven't been on in forever, and so like
that's
this week I've gotten like one order done.
But we're happy you're back.
Yeah.
All right, Kylie, you don't know this because you weren't on here last week, but you did know that my resume as a graphic designer was a Google Drive template. So, it's not done yet. Ta-da!
Hey.
I love working like on resumes. Doing my own resume as a designer was one of my favorite things because I was like, this is me, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah, so I'm mixing this one with this one because I like the look of them.
Mhm.
Nice. That's what I did too. That's so cool.
Yeah, so it's super hard because like Kylie, you said you love resumes. I don't. I hate them. I would much rather just.
I love doing my own because
It's fair.
Yeah.
No, I despise resumes, and so I've always just had a Google Drive template because I'm like I don't care.
Mhm.
But now I've realized that I need like a legit resume, and I'm like, well, guess I have to try. So I'm doing mine, and it's taking me a few hours because I'm just don't want to do it. So I'm like procrastinating and all this. I think I've been working on it since Monday. So
But it
And-
feels so much better when like you're asked to give a resume and instead of it being because mine before the resume I have now was just like a like I was gonna pull up my resume but I'm on my iPad right there. But it was just like a Word document like template that Word gives. And then when I designed my resume because I was applying for like a position that was like a social media person, so I needed to like look a little bit more like my degree.
Mhm.
And when I designed my resume, now it's like if I need to give my resume somewhere, I'm like, just wait. It's a beautiful resume, and it makes you feel so much better. And like
Yeah.
it's also way less stressful when it's like you feel like you need to turn your resume in somewhere, and it's like, oh, it's a Word document versus like, oh, okay, look, this is my resume. So
It's nice to
Yeah.
have control over it. I
Yeah.
feel
I'll
like
show
everybody
you-
feels like they don't have control over what their
Yeah.
resume really looks like.
This was my resume.
that's
It's
like
still pretty
that's
good.
honestly better than mine was.
Yeah,
That's the
like
thing.
most
It's like
of them
I
are
didn't
bad.
choose like the stereotypical template because my thought process was I'm gonna use a template because I'm lazy, but I'm gonna use a template that not everybody's gonna search for. So this
Mhm.
way it looks less templated.
This is kind of what mine looks like now.
Your current one?
Yeah,
Nice.
That's nice.
it needs a little bit of work.
Yeah, my main thing is I need a new picture of myself that I'm not wearing sunglasses, but it's the only filler picture that I'm okay with being in it. So
Mine is my illustration of myself.
That's good.
that's cool.
Because, like, sometimes they say, like, oh, you shouldn't
You
use
shouldn't
a
have a
picture of
photo.
yourself. And I'm like, well, this isn't a photo of myself.
Yeah, that's
so,
smart.
whatever.
It's like illustrating your skill.
Yeah. Also, it's funny because now it doesn't look like me because that self-portrait, I had the white hair
Oh,
and it was
Um,
long. But,
I know the.
oh
I
well.
think I know the illustration.
It's your Instagram picture, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's my picture across all the platforms. Yeah.
I had a picture of myself, and then I was told to change it, and I didn't because I didn't want to. I was like, I don't care. It looks dumb if I don't have it on there, and I designed my whole thing around it. And then Rognan made me at one point, and I was like, whatever, I'll put my logo in there. But sometimes I still submit it with a picture because I'm like, I don't like this logo. So, but yeah, an illustration of yourself is a good idea.
It's because it's I don't know. At that point, it's just showcasing something. It's like a way to sneak in some work. Yeah.
It looks really good.
That should be
Thanks.
our topic.
Oh yeah.
Next time, not right now. But
yeah.
right now we're conserving Emily's power by just doing its short check-in. But next time we should do resumes. I think that would be fun.
Yeah.
Challenges. Emily, what's happening over there in the dark?
At 4:30-ish, I was minding my own beeswax in my house, watching YouTube and eating yogurt, and then the power turned off. And I thought to myself, it's fine. It's winter. This stupid stuff happens all the time in winter. And then I carried on for, I don't know, a little bit. And then I looked across the street and I noticed that somebody's Christmas lights in their window were still on. And then I noticed that across somebody else's house light was on. And then I went outside. Just so happened, we have like facing doors in our apartment and like to the other apartment. Just so happened to walk out of my apartment when my neighbors walked out of their apartment, noticed their light was on. So then I went out around the back. There's no criminal or stupid child has messed with any boxes out there. Not that I know what any of them are. And so then I started calling people, and I called. I texted Tim. I was like, "Did you pay the electric bill?" And he was like, "Yeah. Here's the receipt." I'm like, "What the crap?" And so I called my landlady, and she was like, "Oh no, this is so strange." And was like, "Why don't you find your little breaker box in the house and flip some switches around?" And I tried that and nothing's working. It all says it's on. And so she's like, "How strange. Well, you need to call Rocky Mountain Power because we can't do anything." And so I called them. And the lady was like, "We're going to send a guy out as soon as possible." And oh no, my sister's trying to call me. Okay. And yeah, the person has not fixed the power yet. Nobody has come around yet. So yeah. It really is stupid. I hope it says I got a voicemail, and I didn't hear my phone ring. Otherwise I would have picked it up, but I got a voicemail that said that by like 10 o'clock, if it's not on, I should call somebody again. So yeah, it says that I should get it back on between 7 and 11 tonight. Meanwhile, I am in my house alone in the dark. It's cold and I'm bored. So yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's not your fault. I don't know
You
who I
need to come get you. Let me know.
Yeah, same.
Here's the rub. All my coworkers are giving themselves COVID, so it's not really great for me to be around anybody I care about.
That's so hard.
Yeah, they're all giving each other COVID, I'm pretty sure, because one guy had COVID. That was fine. It was about 2 weeks ago that I saw him, so I'm not contagious from that guy, right? But this other dude who wasn't super good about masks, he is sick now. And my question to myself is, how many people did he breathe on that will now breathe on me? Because I didn't come in contact with him, but a ton of other people did. So that's where I'm at. Just angry, a lot of people. I pre-ordered a stupid game and GameStop hasn't given it to me for 2 weeks. What is my life right now?
What game?
Hyrule Warriors. It's the Breath of the Wild prequel. I pre-ordered it. It released November 20th, and it has been sitting in Rexburg since November 24th.
I'm sorry.
That's infuriating. So basically, it's challenges. You're like, yes.
I'm just mad at everything, and everybody's screwing me over. It sucks.
That stinks.
Yeah.
I'm
my
sorry.
actual challenge between like this evening and yesterday was and it's not really a challenge because it was a fun thing, but like my mom and my sisters, well, mostly my sisters, we FaceTimed yesterday for a few hours, and so that's why ending on doing stuff yesterday, and they called, and that was more fun. So yeah. Anyways, that's what's going on with me. What about you, Caleb?
I don't think anything. Actually, that's
nice. That's
that
a
a first?
rare occurrence for this girl.
that is a wait.
Congratulations!
Yeah.
Betty.
Thanks. Yeah. Wow.
normal. Wow,
I
you're doing
know.
great.
Yeah, that's actually super cool. I was like,
Like, pew.
I know. As everybody that has watched watched the show, and as Kylie and Emily can attest, my life is always some crazy adventure that I don't typically want to be on.
There's
And
never
yeah.
been nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I'm sure that there is, but I've just become numb to it. So
That's good.
Like- It's been like, yeah,
no,
like
I literally.
you're like, it's fine. I lost my arm yesterday, but I'm okay, I think. And it's been like that every week.
Yeah, that's fair. No, like, I forgot to show something.
Show it. I do this all the time.
1 second.
Oh, your print. Is it metallic? Is it printed
Yep.
on? Kayla?
Yeah, it is.
I'm so glad
Cool.
you did it metallic.
Is this the one that I told you to print, or is this a different one?
No, you told me to print the dollar bill,
That's right.
That one
which I
looks
was
good
going
too,
to,
though.
but I would rather
That would
have
also
this
look
picture-
cool on metallic.
I would rather have this picture hanging up in my apartment than a
That's
dollar
fair.
bill.
That's so cool.
Anyways, the reason that I am out of challenges is because the semester is pretty much over for me.
Nice.
And I don't include I try not to include like school related challenges per se. So like, I mean, there's a class that I'm in where we've had trouble getting in touch with our client, but he just got back to us. So yeah, not really much. I'm just kind of chilling. I finished my job on Friday, and
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's so
Yeah.
exciting.
Congratulations, girl.
thanks everybody. I know.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just hoping maybe it'll stay this way for next Tuesday.
Yeah.
Knock on wood.
Maybe I've got a wood deck, so it's perfect.
But yeah. So all right, Kylie, what's up, my dude?
I don't know what was going on last time. I think I might have told you guys I was having chronic migraines.
Your
and
sinuses,
then I found
right?
out I have to have surgery. Yeah. So I'm a little anxious about that, but it's mostly okay. I've been slowly getting a little bit better. But that was something that kind of was disrupting me because after that I just needed to chill. And then the other thing that's been a challenge is just burnout. Like, I just still have a lot of orders to do, and I've kind of gotten to the point where I want to just relax. And there are a few orders that are actually quite intimidating. Like, there's one that I'm just working on for my mom. Like, she placed an order, but it's a detailed illustration, and someone is wearing sunglasses, and she didn't want them to be wearing sunglasses.
Ooh.
So I'm having to like mesh photos, and I've redrawn my aunt's face like 80 times, and like she does not look like my aunt. Everyone else looks accurate except her, and I can't get it right. And so it's like really frustrating because I'm just like, I want to be done with this so bad. And so I think a huge challenge is just like the burnout and like kind of wanting to be done, wanting to just like get excited for the holidays. I've also like been stressed about finances and things like that. So those are just some little challenges. There's also been some other stuff going on with with family that's causing a lot of stress. So I'm like, okay, I'm just kind of needing to take a little bit of a break, but I cannot because I am on contract and I have to finish these orders. So it's been kind of tricky to just kind of power through. Yeah. And so I think that that's probably the biggest. The other huge challenge that I've been experiencing really has just been today a little bit of an existential crisis because I came across this post on Instagram that was like, if you're not making art that reflects like who you are, then what's the point of making art type of deal, you know? And I was like, oh, that's so cool. And then I like really thought about it, and I just have been like reflecting a lot on my art and like my business the past day, just today. Today's been a really thought-provoking day. And I've been like, I don't know if I really want to like keep going with just like creating art just of orders, you know, like that's kind of what I've done is I'm like, I'm not really passionate about just drawing people and like these temples like over and over again, you know, and it's not really representative of who I am. So I've been kind of like reconsidering maybe like rebranding my business a little bit / just doing custom orders through Etsy and like using my Instagram as more of like passion projects and stuff. So I would say that the challenge today, at least like in the past few days, has been kind of that type of stuff. It's just like questioning my life and things like that.
I want to tell you something that you'll probably experience this forever. Just so you know. Like, I've experienced this like 7 times already.
Yeah.
I'm not yet 30. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, how many times am I going to experience this?
Yeah. And I think it's what comes with being an artist. But I think I have never really made art for the sake of making art. It's always been, at least since I started going to college, it's always been which is good. You're taught in school, figure out your audience, create content your audience will like or that your audience will buy or whatever. And that's what I've been doing. And I kind of got to the point where I'm like, I don't want to just create art for the sake of others. Like, I don't want to just create what I think other people want to see. You know, I want to use it as my voice, which I think that, yeah, I will always go through this, especially because you're always changing. So if you brand yourself, like, you'll change eventually, you know, and so do you want to just keep rebranding? So it's just kind of interesting. But, yeah, just these little crises and identity crises. And
think of it as metamorphosis.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to put Hilary Duff on tonight, guys. And the new Taylor Swift album or whatever.
Yeah. See, I put on Taylor Swift today, too. I was like, I need comfort music while I paint my nails because I was going to be listening to a YouTube video.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's this seems to happen to me, like, all the time. And so, like, all it really means, it means there's more work to do, but you'll be excited about it.
That's what I'm excited. I'm like, next year, I'm going to change. Like, this year was huge for my business. Like, I actually started creating content. I actually started putting pricing sheets out. I made contracts and all this stuff. But I'm like, next year, I think I'm just going to put a lot of that stuff on Etsy and, like, stop doing these series of 3. Because it's really, like, confining myself into, like, a little box where I have to, like, post things that match my style guide and post this and that and this and that. And I'm like, I'm sick of it. I'm done.
Yeah.
So
one thing that I've learned, and this is coming from the baby artist, I know, but
that's okay.
One thing, so I for a long time went back and forth. I'm gonna keep my visual Instagram. I'm not gonna keep my visual. I am like my separate one. And I was scrolling through my Instagram feed the other day, and I have had absolutely no care. Like, I'm just posting whatever I want to post. I'm posting whatever. I'm posting art, personal stuff, all this stuff, photography. And I was scrolling through and I was like, this is the most together my feed has ever looked. And it's because I'm just doing stuff in the style that I like the stuff.
Yeah. So
that would be my thing. Like, I know that you have like, I think you have like 3 separate Instagrams or something. Yeah, maybe 4. 4. I was about to say, I think it's 3 or 4.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I would consider something like that. You're very branded on both of them, and I tried to be, and I was pretty branded on the 2, and then I just kind of said screw it, and it's the best thing ever because I only have to worry about one account, and it looks decently cohesive, which I really didn't think it was going to.
Yeah, that's nice.
So that's my bit of advice is look at combining if you can.
Yeah. It's good to feel this way because I feel like every time that I've had this like crisis, it's been like really stressful. And then I like am way happier with myself afterwards. Like each stage, it's gotten better each time.
Yeah.
So
like discomfort makes you grow, and like these challenges just push you to like be better. So it's good.
When you sit there and reevaluate, maybe like this thing that I thought I liked, maybe I don't like it as much as I thought I did. And what you get to do now is explore, well, what do I want? And you get to explore stuff that you do like. And it's a little bit frustrating when you're like, actually, I didn't like this one either. but like at the end of that process, you're doing stuff that you really like. So
Definitely.
yeah.
I thought that I only liked minimalistic design, and then I woke up and went, wow, I look like a really boring person. I hate this. So, which is funny because if you like, I do minimalistic design. That's what I do, and that's the only thing. And I'm like, I look so boring. But yeah, no, I get. I've been doing this for like a year and a half, maybe 2 years. Holy heck, I've been doing this for almost 2 years now. So, yeah, Emily, you've known me for almost 2 years,
It's weird.
right?
What?
Yeah.
I thought it was longer than that.
Unless, nope, you were my TA winter of 2019.
Time is
Time is a construct that I don't understand.
A construct. It doesn't exist. It's stupid. I don't understand it anymore. I don't understand it anymore after this year. How was this year a year? How was it not? I don't even know. How was
I
it
like
not
this
2
year.
years / how was it not 6 months? I don't understand.
You had
I
some
like
good
this year.
points this year, actually.
I had some high points this. I've had some low points, but I've had some high points this year.
Yeah.
I've been This year is just confusing to me. That's all.
It was horrible.
It's been
That's fair.
confusing.
All right. Next art check.
I don't
Anybody
know.
want to start?
I don't know. I'll start with I don't know. That thing I was working on, I'll probably work on that more. I've been thinking I need to start working on environments and landscapes. So, I don't know. Something like that. My concern is going into it, getting super frustrated, and then not doing it. So, we'll see. I need to do something, though. So, I will do something.
Kiley?
I'm going to get done with at least 2 orders that
Boop, boop,
need
boop,
to be
boop.
done by next week.
Sweet. I am going to possibly finish my resume and then fix Jacob's because his needs more love than mine by a lot. His references are screenshots of people's information.
You didn't. It's literally harder to put an image into a Word document than it is to type it.
Mm-hmm.
The crap.
Yep, love him.
The crap.
But I noticed that today. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna fix that one and physically type stuff. But yeah, resumes are gonna be my life right now because I'm looking for jobs and he's looking for jobs, and yeah, I'm just kind of floating along doing my thing. I've learned that if I care a lot less about stuff, then it doesn't affect me as much. So
Hey.
hopefully,
Pro tip.
hopefully I can keep this up for the next art check. Just not caring.
Yeah.
Needless to say,
Sometimes you need that.
yeah, right? Because Emily's power is out and we want to conserve her electronic power. That is it for this art check, which is sad because people are just now joining us. But thank you for joining us. Hi, welcome to the end. So sorry. I will do the outro this time because I've been making Emily do it, and I would like Kiley to do it, but I'm not going to throw her on the spot. I'm not going to throw her on the spot. She also can't control the banners.
Yeah.
If you want to find my stuff, go to @thecomeback_KLD. It will look like the Comeback Kid, but it is an L instead of an I, so please use the L instead. That is the same on Instagram and Twitter. I do have a Facebook. I think it's still under diuguidvisualcomms, and that will tell you how outdated that Facebook is. I haven't touched it in a year at
9
least.
years.
I haven't touched it in 9 years. I don't even think I had a Facebook 9 years ago. I
Are you
didn't.
kidding me?
I was 12.
Are you kidding me?
I was 12. I didn't get a Facebook until I was like 13, I think.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I guess. Yeah, I guess.
Do you feel old right now or something?
Yes, I do.
If you want to find Emily's stuff, go to @Guminelli. If you type in Guminelli on a social media platform and you don't find a person named Guminelli, it's because she's not there. Everywhere that she is Guminelli. If you look at this art check, me and Kiley have our names, and Emily is Guminelli.
Nelly.
This way, I haven't had to do this in a while. If you want to find Kiley's stuff, go to @KyleyLee.creative. She is doing holiday commissions right now. And I don't know much about those. I'm so sorry. I've
That's
looked
okay.
at
They're
them, but I
closed.
forgot.
They're closed
Oh,
for
they're
now,
closed.
but-
Never mind. She's not doing them. But
Don't ask for them. It's too late. Christmas is tomorrow, okay?
I'll do commissions in the future.
yeah. And Emily does commissions too. I don't know much about theirs. I do as well. But go to their shops. They're better. Go to them.
Whatever.
Go to each shop, okay?
Go to
all
check
of
them
our
out.
shops.
Go to all of our shops. We all do different things.
Yeah, you don't need to be bound to just one.
Yeah. Go support all of us. It would be fantastic. Lastly, this is a new thing. Go to Crimson Owl Comics.
Yeah.
His link is in the bio. He does this thing called Coffee. And basically it's like Patreon, but you donate a lot less money. So basically you donate for them to buy a cup of coffee. It's not 12 months of horror holidays. I know that that's not the exact title of what he said last video. But right now he's putting together a calendar where each month I think is like featured around whatever holidays in that month, and he's making it horror. It's really cool. He also has a product on there right now. Krampus holding, I think, a dead Santa head or
His
something.
head. Yes.
His head. Yes, his decapitated head.
It's pretty good.
It's really, he's super talented. I wanted to he's always in our chats. He was literally here. He just stopped in to say hi today. He's always in our chats, so I wanted to kind of throw people his way. His link is also in the description, and it will stay in the description. So go support him on Coffee. Go find us. Subscribe here. Like, dislike, comment, whatever. I don't care. Whatever you do, it helps our views. So do that, and join us on Tuesday where Emily will have power, and we will talk about. She'll come over here if she doesn't have power. And we're gonna talk about resumes, so that'll be pretty cool. See you guys.